Alright, I'm good. I'm finished
You
eating.
know that scene in fucking Lilo and Stitch where they put the... Which one is... Wait, what's the name of the blue guy? Is that Stitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lilo's the
Yeah, and
girl.
like they put him on the gramophone thingy. Do that with your dog. Fuck, it's not even worth it.
Yeah,
if I
no,
knew their names, it'd be... I didn't watch the movies growing up, I'm sorry.
Just listen.
Stick its
listen.
anus on the turntable and fucking put the needle on its spine.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
point.
Jesus.
Christ.
You have to peel the dog first.
Peel the dog first.
Anyway, yes, that gets
Okay.
us straight into it. Welcome back, guys.
You guys
to
eat
the
your dog with
Exploited
or without
Ignorance
bones?
podcast. Hey, I'm your host, Ducky Man, or just Ducky. We've got Grack like last week. We've got Casperinoz like last week. But today we have a special extra person, a very, very special extra person, by the name of Sammy.
Hey, I'm...
Say hello to
Great
Sammy,
intro for
everyone.
me.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Kraken and Ethan.
Alright, yeah. Peeling
So
dogs.
that's been the Exploiting Ignorance podcast. We'll see everybody next week.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
thank you for listening to the animal cruelty is not we don't condone it. Do not peel your dog to listen to them Bluetooth. They don't have good music.
This is like a fantastic start. Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
James, you're lagging really
I
bad.
told you.
Hey, Ducky, stop downloading like your 100 kilobyte files so that you can, have clear audio.
No.
Can someone link me the Google Docs so I can have an idea on what the fuck we're talking about? Okay, thanks. Idiot.
Bro, just scroll up and chat.
You're just
Fuck
like
off.
me now, completely out of the loop.
Hey. Yeah.
We should talk about the fact that we chose the name, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
doing the No Name podcast.
That's
Yes.
a good point. So we're all idiots, basically.
I don't know what either of the words mean, so can you give us definitions?
Yeah. So ignorance, the state of just not knowing things about, specific topics.
But pretending you do.
Not
It's
even.
just- it's
That
just lack.
It's just not knowing it, not knowing shit.
No, I
and
feel like
then-
that's not ignorant.
Okay. Do you want me to?
I'm not
You're
gonna tell you
such
to
an
just Google it,
you're an ignorant
please.
bastard right now, Casperinoz. Come on, man.
No, I think Grack's being kind of ignorant.
Alright, we're going to the Oxford Dictionary.
Please.
Oh, no.
What
that's
you're
the
doing,
only-
Ethan, is called arrogance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ignorance,
sure.
Noun, lack of knowledge or information.
That's fucking not right at all.
No way.
What are you
I
talking
dispute
about?
that.
It's the dictionary.
I disagree.
You
In
just-
fact,
Who do you talk
Uh,
to dispute a dictionary definition?
That's
me.
Oxford.
No,
Miss
You
Oxford.
just email Merriam or something, right?
yeah.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Oxford.
It depends on which dictionary you want to get something changed in.
Harvard.
And then to exploit, a verb, make full use of and derive benefit from, in brackets, a resource. The resource in this case being our ignorance. And we are exploiting said ignorance for content, i.e. exploiting ignorance.
Pretty well wrapped up, yeah.
That
Good.
is
Yeah,
that
I,
is
I think I think that pretty much sums up what this is about.
I think to stay true to that name, we need a political segment every episode
oh my
No.
god. Oh,
because we
no.
really
Do
don't
that.
understand anything.
Tom understands
I
politics.
think people like
bro.
politics. People love
And-
politics.
Alright, talk about
Every 5
politics.
episodes,
We've
maybe.
seen photos of Joe
Ugh.
Biden when he's young. He is stunning.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
have you seen that man?
Myself publicly over
I actually
podcast.
didn't look at it.
Dude, he's unbelievable. I don't know how he got to the state he's at. He is just totally destroyed
Probably
his
just
body.
age.
No,
James.
but
I
look,
mean,
but look
yeah,
at
age destroys everybody.
look at Donald Trump. Age hasn't destroyed that body yet.
What?
Did you see yikes? Did you see what young Prince Philip looked like? He was a handsome young man, and did you see what he
Oh
looked
my
like
God.
days before death?
I'm gonna
True.
have to Google young
True.
Prince Philip.
No, he was a handsome young boy.
Yeah,
That's what
he
Biden.
was.
Biden was a handsome young man.
Hang on, I need
back
to
in
see
the-
this.
What did,
I'd get with Biden before I get with Prince Philip.
Young Biden.
Young versions.
Young
Whoa, young
Biden.
Biden.
Dude.
Bro,
I mean,
that's
they were both equally racist, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
If
they're
you were to
hot.
show me a picture of young Biden, I would not be able to tell you that that's Joe Biden.
Yeah, no.
No,
No,
exactly.
absolutely not. I bet I could show you a lot of pictures of like young pictures of people, and you wouldn't have any idea.
I mean,
I could probably show you
Probably-
like a young picture of your grandfather, and you know.
I could probably
mean,
show you a young
potentially.
picture of yourself.
but Joe Biden has a very generic. There's no way that's Joe Biden. Hang on, I'm posting this in chat. Bro, it's in black and white. Is he this fucking old? Oh my jeez.
Yes.
Well, look at
Guy's
the picture
like,
of him
the
in
guy's
the
like 80,
red shirt.
dude.
No, that's
Oh,
not
that
Joe
guy.
Biden.
That is not Joe Biden. Where did you pull that?
Apparently it is.
Apparently,
no,
Wall
that's
Street
not-
Journal
that's
says
a-
that's him.
Yeah. Also, just because it's black and white doesn't mean that it's from the 1860s.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, Ethan, I had to
black
read you.
and
I
white is
have
a
black and white
filter.
photos of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black and
Hey,
white
get out of the
picture.
fucking 60s,
No,
dude.
yeah,
What are you
that's
doing?
like that. This is like 70s or 80s Joe Biden, if I had to guess.
To be fair, though, I wouldn't be surprised if he is that old.
I mean, yeah,
Like-
he's fucking 78. He's
Look at-
pretty old.
God
this shit.
damn.
Pretty
Look at this
decrepit.
man.
That
One,
is
one of
man's
the
running a
eldest in
country?
the U.S. Senate, I think.
Oh, I see that. I'm talking younger. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
like 20-year-old Joe Biden, man.
The picture of him in the red shirt.
The ones
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
are
yeah,
floating
yeah,
around. No, that's
From
like
the
we're talking like
1960s.
40-year-old. Yeah, that's like 40-year-old Joe Biden. Or 30, 40, 30, 40.
Yeah, 30. 30.
Really? The one in the red shirt?
I mean, like, yeah, if it's 60s.
Yeah, I guess. I'm so bad with age.
Yeah, dude, don't even get me started.
It's a dangerous thing to not have a good grasp on.
I know, in the modern society.
Oh
In
no.
today's societies, man.
What the fuck? Don't be like, it was okay to be a pedophile back then. No, it wasn't.
Well, I'm not condoning pedophilia, but I'm
How
saying
did we
back
come to
then,
that?
old people were old people. Like, the age was a lot easier to determine because children looked like literal children. Like me when I was like 16, I looked 12. But
What are you
now,
talking about?
but nowadays,
See what
you
he's going
look at
with
you
this.
look at the 12-year-old like, and you're like, how is that person 12? They dress like an
Why
18-year-old.
are you
What
looking
is?
at 12-year-olds?
No,
Why
I'm
are you
saying-
They
looking
come
at
up on
12-year-olds?
like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, they come up on my feed on my social medias.
Yeah, guys. Okay, self-report.
Self-report.
Moving on.
Emergency
before-
meeting, anyone?
Before the feds listen too closely to this.
James, I would try and avoid having any opinion at all until you get their age.
Yes.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna go up to a 12-year-old and go, "Hey, how old are you?" And that's the problem. I need
Well,
people.
how are
to
you
look-
gonna know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They look 18, and then you go up to them and go, "Oh, are you 18?" And they go, I just came out of my mother's womb." And then you go, "What?" Like
James,
nothing.
you're-
I
Okay.
really
I
close to
understand we're exaggerating here. I don't think anyone is
No.
confusing 12-year-olds
No, I'm
for
kidding.
legal adults.
No. It's more like 16, 17-year-olds.
I mean,
Carson?
that's not as bad as that
Carson?
one guy
No, let's
mistaking a dolphin for a human.
No callbacks. You're
No
still
callback,
wrong.
no
callbacks.
Come on,
I
guys.
don't know about that.
I remember I listened to last week's podcast and I
Sam
wanted to butt
remembers.
in so badly.
Well,
Hey,
you should
again,
have
Sam.
been here.
Come
You
on.
should have been here.
I don't even know where I was, but it's fine. I'm here now.
You're here now, that's all that
I'm
matters.
That's
sorry.
what matters. Yeah, exactly.
Am a permanent member or is he a guest?
gonna
At this
find out
point,
next
we
week.
don't know. Yeah, we'll find out next week.
Yeah. Depends on what his attendance rate is over like the first month.
Right.
Could be a co-host, could
Sub
be a
50
guest.
is a guest. Yeah.
So is there still planned for upload on Wednesday? Because it's currently Tuesday.
Yes, this will be after I finish
Very
recording this. I'll
observant.
do a quick, brief summary, like look over it, and then it'll be uploaded. I got till 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's it. That's the upload time.
Good, because you're
That's
going to
that
need
deadline.
all 23 hours to upload it. Your fucking internet speed.
I'm gonna hide the N word in there somewhere, and you're gonna have to scrub through the entire thing to
Don't.
find it.
Why- being recorded
you don't
right
have
now.
to bring it up every week.
Can you not? Can you just not? Like, please.
I'll think about it. No, I'm
this is
joking.
me
I already
begging.
established this that I'm not actually a racist, guys.
We know you're not actually a racist, but for a guy who's not actually a racist, you sure mention saying the word a lot.
Yeah.
I just think I think that I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, good plan.
Anyway,
Let's
next
move on.
topic, yeah. Ducky,
If I had
say
if I had the
it.
fucking Google Docs, I'd know what the topics
Alrighty, let's do a nice little segment that I call Idle Game of the Week. Yeah.
Idle game of
Nice.
the week.
The current game that me and Casperinoz are playing is called Egg Inc. for Android.
No one's heard of that ever.
No one's ever
Is
heard
that
of
the
that
fucking?
ever.
That's the chicken one,
The
right?
chicken one. The chicken one.
Yeah.
Chicken
Wow, we're bringing that
idle
back.
game.
To be honest, Tom, I would call it the egg one, but that's just
I
me.
mean,
Yeah.
but the fucking logo for the app is a chicken.
You
It's
also
not an
don't see
egg.
any eggs. You only see chickens.
Exactly.
There's
So you
actually
guys- yeah,
canon.
suck me dry.
No, I'll
Okay.
be honest. I've never played it, but I've watched Ducky play
Really?
hours
Well,
of it.
Fucking-
that is
yeah,
our
was like,
weekly
dude,
recommendation.
swept the nation in
I
like
had-
fucking 2018 or whatever
I
it
played
was.
Swarm Sim during that time, which is another good
This
idea.
is true. I also
true,
played Swarm
true.
Sim, but I play all idle games because I'm not an idlist. An
Idlist.
So you're revisiting Egg Inc. I've never
Yes.
actually revisited a game that I dropped.
I've gone back to Bitcoin Billionaire about 6 times, and it's never
Jesus.
stuck. Actually, no,
Wow.
it did stick once for like I would say a period of 12 months, but that's probably the longest I played it.
James,
Whole
how many
goal for
how many
idle games
eggs?
is to, like,
What egg are you on?
What egg am I on? Let me.
What
boot
egg are you
Inc. I'm currently on the quantum egg.
Oh, I'm only on the rocket fuel.
Do you want to explain egging to the viewers?
All right,
or
egging
No.
is basically this.
Download
this-
it. Download
this-
it and find out.
this-
James,
this
shut up.
really
Download
simple-
it
Sign
and
up
find out.
yourself, guys.
Find out
Not
for yourself.
sponsored.
But basically, what we're saying here with eggs is how you prestige in the game. Well, not really. There's actually a prestige system, but eggs are the first prestige system you come across. Each egg is more
James, I don't think
valuable,
anyone cares.
and then prestige is after that. You get prestige eggs, which are just
It goes
it's
basically
stupid.
there's eggs.
Yeah, there's eggs pretty much, and the quantum egg is like the 7th egg or something, and like the
Yeah,
rocket
and then
fuel is
there's-
only the 4th or something. So like Ethan's
Yeah,
like
and
really
so
far behind.
basically it's just like and then yeah, pretty much.
It's kind of like eggs. Like
Yeah,
you know,
then,
eggs,
yeah.
the thing that comes out of chickens' bum holes. It's that.
Comes out of the cloaca, actually.
Is that not the bum hole?
Technically speaking.
It's much worse.
Do I have a cloaca?
Much worse. No,
Do
you
you-
don't. You don't want one.
I
Wait,
don't
it can't be
know.
that.
It kind of sounds pretty lit.
No, it's a yeah. Then
I've
A
seen chickens lay eggs, mate.
a really interesting aspect of avian biology that is disgusting
Not just
in every
avian.
way.
Don't like frogs have them as well?
I
Bro, do
don't
frogs
wanna
lay
know.
eggs? Wait, of course they do.
Yeah.
What?
Just like
Yes.
platypuses.
Had-
Sorry, for some reason in my head I envisioned a frog laying a chicken-sized egg, and it really
yes,
stunk.
because platypuses are what marsupials.
Marsupial.
Yeah.
My super mammal.
All right, what animal
but
lays
it's
the
not,
biggest
they're
egg?
not just a marsupial, right?
Yeah, no,
Ostriches or some shit, right?
Platypus are like a weird fucking in between. They're like all of the above.
Yeah, because
Yeah. They
marsupial
shouldn't
just means it
exist.
has a pouch. It doesn't mean that it lays eggs.
I think
what-
it's like because it has like teats or something, and it like feeds its young with its fucking milk, but it
Yeah.
also lays eggs.
That's mammals.
Yeah, but it also lays eggs, so it's a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
wrong.
Mammal supial.
Exactly right.
Yeah, they're similar to echidnas.
Yes,
with their,
echidnas are the other one.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
the term for it?
There
is
is a term for it.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
there-
googling it,
there
and
is
all
a
I'm getting
term.
is mammal and fucking marsupial, which is like I already know that, but there's a super specific
Yeah.
name for
Yeah,
it.
because the
It's one of
platypus
the
and the echidna
few-
is the only 2 animals that fall under it, isn't it?
Yeah.
What
It's
Yeah.
a
is
venomous mammal as well. Which
a
is really
platy-
weird.
it is venomous. Yeah, those fuckers will. I'll stand go.
Yeah, like those spine things.
Yeah.
I once hit an echidna accidentally. I totally didn't mean it. I felt so
Platypus is
bad.
Monotremes.
Yeah, monotremes.
Monotreme,
I was just
that's
reading
it.
that.
Monotremes.
Monotremes.
Why was that so hard to come? Like,
I have no
Such a
idea.
Because
hard
the government's trying to
definition of
hide that information, bro. They don't want us to know about
There's only
monotremes.
like 2 of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
There is the platypus and like 4 different types of echidna.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. Some of those look like bandicoots almost.
wait,
I thought
echidnas
it
lay
was an
eggs?
anteater.
Echidnas lay eggs?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
that's what makes
No,
them part of the
shut up.
thingy.
No, shut. I've never seen an echidna egg.
Neither. It's pretty rare.
Well, then it-
Sammy,
They
are
probably-
you
they
looking at
probably
this little
bury them in
graphic
bubbles.
that's like purple? Know your egg-laying
No,
mammals.
your egg-laying mammals. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. The 2 long-beaked echidnas, the ones in the middle, the face looks a lot like Cyndaquil, and now I'm just now realizing that Cyndaquil is based on an echidna.
Dude.
Cyndaquil. I'm
Oh
gonna have
my
to Google
Pokemon?
it.
fucking god! Yeah, it's a
Oh.
2nd gen starter Pokemon.
Pokemon. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like a furry YouTuber.
Oh
or
my
something.
god!
Echidna.
Of course it's a fucking echidna. Oh, I'm so
I mean,
dumb.
that's kind of vague though.
Yeah,
Like,
no. But I always immediately went to like hedgehog or porcupine over echidna.
well,
Yeah.
why
like-
why could it not be those?
Because it's like if you look at you have to look at this graphic that I'm looking at right here. But the face is very reminiscent.
Because like, no, I
And also
know
I
what
just did
Cyndaquil
I
looks
just did
like.
a Google of what Cyndaquil is based on, and it's an echidna.
Okay, well, I also dispute that. Wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, argue about it, baby.
We're going so far past ignorance with this.
Just change the name to exploiting arrogance.
Exploiting retardation. Can you say that? I don't know. Probably.
Probably not.
It's
Probably shouldn't.
we
so
shouldn't.
massively frowned
It
upon.
is frowned
It is
upon.
No,
ableist.
I think it's only bad if you acknowledge that it's bad.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
I agree.
Next topic.
Next topic.
Yeah, exactly. You agree, and then we move on, and we never have to talk
See,
about it
this
again.
is so much better than Joe Rogan's podcast. No.
Well, Joe Rogan probably uses the R word like frequently.
He does. I know. It's like his number one said word on his podcast is the R word.
Yeah. I reckon if you take ivermectin, you're allowed to use the R word.
Can you explain to me what ivermectin
Yeah.
is?
What is that?
It is an anti bacterial medication. So it's a deworming medication.
Oh
primarily.
right,
It's-
of course.
Yeah, it's not. Everyone calls it like libs are calling it horse dewormer.
Horse dewormer,
because
that's like the meme. Yeah.
Which is not technically true because ivermectin is a thing that is prescribed for humans, just not to fight a virus.
Yeah. Right.
And what happened with the whole craze in the States was people weren't buying the one that's made for humans. They were going into feed stores and buying the one that's made for horses, which is like 20 times the dosage, and then they were
Fucking
dying.
morons.
Yeah,
Absolute
not
morons.
dying, but like massive health complications. There's a lot of
Oh.
really funny like Facebook posts about it in like community notice boards and shit like that. People saying, "Hey, am I supposed to be like fucking having blood come out of my eyeballs?" That's an exaggeration.
Jesus.
This is just listing all these ridiculous symptoms of
At
what's
that
happened
point-
because they took this entire tube of horse dewormer.
At that point,
Oh.
you deserve it. Honestly,
Yeah,
absolutely no
no,
remorse for those people.
No.
No empathy.
For the ones who are like promoting ivermectin as something like as something that has health benefits, those people deserve death. People who get like tricked by the wave of false information, and just sort of get swept up in it because of the things that they already believe. I feel bad for those people.
Why they're
Nah,
retard.
Just don't be an idiot, James. You can't
No,
say it.
being an idiot is not a punishment by death.
Yeah,
you
look,
know?
and you're still here.
I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
Good one. It's funny because I'm stupid. One.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, Greg, how do you feel about
Oh no.
I didn't have a
These
setup.
people are so-
I
You
really
didn't
just
have a
watched
setup, you just went
it.
for it. You just let's change the topic and go blindly into it.
I can talk about something that I read today that I think is extremely interesting.
Ooh.
You read stuff.
What is that?
NASA discovered a planet, the
It's
first
outside of-
planet that they have discovered that is outside of the Milky Way galaxy.
Took
Tell me
long
more.
enough.
So
Pretty
every
cool.
single planet that you've ever heard of being discovered has been in the Milky Way galaxy. And they found the
Interesting.
first one in a neighboring galaxy, some like 20 million light years away or something like that.
So it's not in Andromeda or whatever?
No, it's in M51, which is called the Whirlpool Galaxy.
Ooh, that sounds
'cause
cool.
It looks like a whirlpool.
Don't most galaxies though? If I'm just
Yeah, but like this one's more, whirlpool.
more whirlpool than others, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Greg,
the
what is
twist
the
of Whirlpool.
what is that? Tell me more.
What is
Okay,
NASA?
So
What is
What is
that?
NASA, Greg?
it's just kind of mind-boggling to me.
What does that
think about the
mean?
fact
Is what I'm trying to
every
say. Like,
single
where do we go
planet-
from here?
I mean, this leads us to, find other planets outside of our own,
Yeah, but
galaxy
Greg,
and solar
like,
system.
Who gives? Does that matter? Oh look, we got more planets now. Okay.
Yes.
I
'cause
mean,
we
I'm
What
need
does
sure
that
to
it's
mean?
move
massively
somewhere
important to
eventually.
the field of astronomy.
And
Especially
that
if
leads
there's
into
aliens.
our first topic of the week, guys. Do aliens actually exist?
Oh fuck.
That we don't. Okay, that actually is in the.
We should
in
have
the Google
researched. We
Docs,
should have
isn't it?
Really
researched this.
I
We
mean,
really should have.
Yes.
It's
This
like
is not
that
a. This
quote.
doesn't need to be a discussion.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
either they
we'll
exist
talk
or
about
they
it
don't.
on
Both are
episode
scary.
7. So come back then.
Right. Now, there was a second part to the topic that I put in the thing,
Ghosts.
and there's a specific reason I wanted to talk about this.
Call of Duty Ghosts.
How do we feel about the paranormal?
Like the Paranormal Activity, like the movies.
Not
Pretty.
the movies.
Like I'd give them like 3 out of 10.
Yeah, they
Okay.
weren't that good.
Right, guys. Thanks for taking my topic seriously. I
I
try to
told you.
contribute, and I
I'm
just get
taking
shut
your
down.
topics as seriously as I take the subject of the paranormal.
We'll talk
Interesting.
about
So-
this more in
The
episode
way-
7.
There's a really good way to think about paranormal. It's just like, it's time travel type stuff. It's people from the future stuck in the same location, but they're in different times, and like it all makes sense like physically and like because yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
it's just like I don't really
split
think
across
that it
dimensions.
should
Did you know
be-
that I've
Oh, yeah.
actually seen a ghost?
Here we go.
Yeah, have you?
Alrighty,
Go
so
on.
back when I was a wee boy and we were traveling Australia, we went
Wow.
to.
Is
we-
this real? First of all, is this actually real?
Yes, this is real. This is an
You were a
actual true
child,
story.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been. What I probably at the
I'm ready.
time I probably would have been I don't know 7, 8 maybe, and we went.
Good. So your cognitive capabilities were
Brack, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
I
up.
was a fully
Sorry.
matured
Yeah,
man.
sorry.
I was a fully matured man with a CEO of SpaceX. I was making millions, and
I'll try not to be dismissive.
Billions.
Go on.
Oh, billions, sorry. And then so yeah, we went to this place somewhere. I don't even remember where it was, but it was just cool because it reminded me of the Rainforest mission in that one Call of Duty game, and and it was really cool. It was like all these old like brick stone buildings, and it was like all viney and like really rainforesty and dark and stuff. But it was this little village, and it was a business where they took you on ghost tours and stuff. And at first I was, as an 8-year-old kid, I was very skeptical. I was like, ghost real? Question mark. Spooky time. And yeah, they
I watched too
basically.
much Scooby-Doo for this.
Yeah, I watched way too much Scooby Doo, and we got in there, and they're like, "Let's split up, gang." And I was like, "No, I know how the movies go." And then we went, we went in there, and I saw many ghosts. It was very dark. Ghosts are scary. Ghosts make men cry. I was
Did
crying.
it look like people with white cloths on their heads?
Yeah.
No.
see-
It was.
I think you went to a clan meeting.
Oh,
Not where I was going with that at all.
Jeez.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No,
that's what I
it was pretty cool. There was like little tours of like I don't know groups of 10 or so with a tour guide, and we did it. And I think it was early to late evening. Like the sun had gone down. It was dark, and they had the little like head torches and their cameras and their green lights and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And like it really, I don't know if there was ghosts or not, because I personally don't believe in them.
I mean,
But
you're
did you
talking
see
about
anything, though, like,
tourism and ghost.
Yeah.
tours.
We'll
I
get to
feel
that.
like they would-
We'll get to that in a
We'll
second.
get
But
to-
James, did you actually see anything?
I reckon I did, but it could just be like being 8 years old and just.
Well,
being
explain
constantly scared.
explain what you think you saw.
What do you mean? It just things, just
Like, what does that mean?
What do you mean? Just figures, just
Like,
objects.
just okay, so just
Like,
like
there wasn't much
like
to them.
silhouettes, like figures, just like
Pretty much.
stuff moving, orbs, like
Alright,
random
no,
shit.
alright, yes, orbs. No, nothing moving, but just like shadowy figures, yada yada yada. You know, the regular ghost stuff.
So we could chalk that down to just child brain. Well, like,
Yeah, pretty
or
much.
just like a globe on a shelf.
I mean,
yeah,
even adult brains are capable of producing.
Yeah, no,
something like
absolutely,
that,
but, like-
My brain constantly does it.
that leads into what Sam was trying to bring up earlier about these like tourist fucking like ghost hunting fucking trips. I think it's just terrible. I think they give a really really poor name to anything in that field
What? Field?
because they're more than
Ghost
likely
field?
bullshit.
Ghosts don't exist.
Because as we all know, guys, ghosts are actually real.
The
so-
ghost field doesn't have much credibility to begin with.
Literally.
it has about as much credibility as the religion field.
Oh my god, let's not get into
I,
that
look,
topic.
yeah, let's go religious, Jesus.
Yeah, no, ghosts aren't real.
I'm not going to say whether or not I do or don't believe in any of it, but I am extremely, I don't know, I guess interested and open-minded to it. But I'm also not an idiot, so
Fair.
don't expect me to go running around chasing actual ghosts anytime soon. I just think it's all really interesting and a bit of fun.
I don't know, man. I've seen
I
Ghostbusters 1,
think
2,
some
and
people
3.
take it a bit far.
Oh, absolutely, no, absolutely. Some people do take it very far.
People take everything far, but yeah, I'm very much a skeptic.
So,
I
do you
don't
think
there's
that
anything that
do you think that every person that has like come out with stories are either lying or insane?
Just the
I
human
don't think
brain.
I don't really think that they're either. But that's not a like people come up with
What do you think
people
people
come up with
see
weird shit.
when they tell a story about seeing people standing in their hallways at night and then
Um,
disappearing, and like what do you think that actually is? Again, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just
I know,
asking a
but
question.
okay, when a lot of people, a lot of times, and I'm making a generalization here, I feel a lot of the times when people are telling these stories, they're telling them as though it's something that happened, late at night. They got out of bed to go and see it. When you're in a very suggestible, tired state, right? In the sort of state where, one's brain can
Play
play tricks
tricks,
on you.
yeah.
Yeah, like, um, I think that a lot of the time people just make stuff up to try to explain something that they don't understand. And I think when it comes to the paranormal, I think also a good amount of the time people are just making shit up to try to be more interesting.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that is a lot of it.
like, oh yeah, I saw a ghost once too. It was the ghost of my great great grandpappy, and he told me he hated the Japs. Like, I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna go and say that every single one of them is lying, because I'm sure a lot of them don't believe that they're lying. Um, I just think that they're wrong. they're,
Fair call.
they're misled a little bit.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
I don't know. It doesn't. There's no logical sense to any of it.
Sure, and
And so
I'll tell you
I'm
something.
not saying like my brain doesn't function without logic, but just like it's just a bit meh.
I'll tell you something interesting that I've noticed about myself recently. I've been listening to this podcast called, I guess I could just plug it for free. It's called the Believe Podcast. Or it's Believe something or other. It's basically just this guy that gets good plug, yeah. It's basically just this guy that gets people on from around Australia and sometimes like international, just to talk about like their aliens, ghosts, paranormal. There's a lot of like yaoi stuff as well. And
Okay.
Alrighty.
yeah, no, some of it is very, very, very fucking like
I'd be way more interested in listening to that.
I've
the
seen
yeah.
Yowies. I've seen Yowies. Just saying.
There's some really good ones. No,
We'll get to
like
that.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, yaoi stuff is
How
very
do you spell
interesting.
that, Ethan?
How do I spell
YOWIE?
Yeah.
No, YAOI. But anyway, continuing.
Yeah, and I've been listening to that, and I've listened to because I listen to so many podcasts every day at work. I've listened to so many episodes, and I've started sort of
Seeing
adopting this
ghosts.
like yeah, I was starting to go. No, I've started kind of realizing like how easy it would actually be to fuck off, Sam. To really how easy it would
He's
be
talking about
to
you're talking about the Aboriginal like folklore thing,
yes,
right?
yes, like the
Anyway,
Bigfoot.
yeah. I know. I was fucking around.
And I've realized how easy it would be to for someone to like construe something that they've seen into what they want it to be, that being like paranormal, whatever. And I've noticed this in myself, just like because I see shit driving to work, not anything, extraordinary, just stuff that I go, that was okay. Like
Like
just
people
today,
things or just a moment
just
ago?
I don't know stuff I just catch a glimpse of in my peripheral, and then I just go, I don't know what that was or care even. But I like just today I saw there was a fucking someone had a black mannequin that was in like a running position out on the side of the road in like the shrubs in like a ditch, and I was driving past it and I caught it in my peripheral and I looked at it and I'm like, what? And I immediately knew that it was just a black mannequin and I was like, that was strange. But like, I could see how easy it would be for someone to then turn around and be like, I saw a shadow person or something. And it's like,
Exactly.
it's, I feel like if you're susceptible to it, it's just so like, you might actually start to convince yourself that you're seeing these things. And it's like,
Yeah, for sure.
I've noticed that like that sort of, I don't know, like if you were someone who was starved for attention, how fucking just easy it would be to trick yourself into thinking you're seeing this kind of shit. And it's interesting. And I mean, I do recommend the podcast just in general. It is really good.
I mean, I know the exact phenomenon you're describing. Like, so many times I've been driving, and this is typically, like, while it's dark, bit late at night, I'm a little bit tired, something out of the corner of my eye, I catch something move, and all of a sudden, like, hair kind of stands up a little bit, and it's like, what the fuck was that?
But yeah, it's not
Anyway,
like
moving on.
immediately just kind of go, that was probably something perfectly, explainable.
Yeah, I didn't
big
go,
deal.
oh shit, that's a Wendigo. I went, that's probably a tree branch. It's windy.
Yeah.
I've had those experiences too. Only it's turned out to be a kangaroo, and it's
When-
really damaged my car.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
No, it was a Wendigo. Blame it on the Wendigos.
Yeah, the Wendigos, of course.
Insurance pays out double.
I'll tell you one more really fucking strange incident like that, and then I'll shut up about it. But I was driving to work one time. It's early in the morning, like the sun is up. It's daylight, but it's kind of it's morning. It's early morning, and I'm driving through like this sort of mountain type road. You probably know it. It's like out fucking Imble, whatever.
Yeah.
And I fucking I was driving, and there's like a bunch of like just like long dirt driveways that branch off the road, and there's usually like wheelie bins at the bottom of them. And I remember coming around this corner and I saw a wheelie bin off maybe 150, 100 meters away, with the lid like propped up because the bin was full and something was in the bin and it was the lid was ajar a little bit. And I fucking, for a split second, I thought I saw like a person, like in like a face in the bin,
Oh.
like holding the lid up. And I mean, like Greg said, for a split second I went, sorry, and then I sort of, I was going too fast to actually get a good look at it, but I went, that was more than likely just a piece of trash than a fucking person's face.
Yeah.
But if someone is starved for attention or is susceptible to that, that would be so easy to just go, oh, there was a small ghostly apparition inside the bin. And it's like, I think that's what a lot of it is. But me being somewhat fucking reasonable and level-headed, I'm like, that was almost definitely trash. It just looked a lot like a person's face.
Face level critical thinking skills.
Pretty much.
That was rubbish because it was in a bin.
But it was very scary. It was very
Well, it
spooky.
depends who you are.
Actually-
Imble? Could be anything.
Yeah,
That is a
yeah,
good
true,
point.
true. That was just a resident of Imble, my guy.
Yeah, he was just searching for 10-cent fucking cans, mate.
Yeah. I have someone at my
Yeah, was it
my
recycling
place
or rubbish?
who goes through the bins, grabbing out cans
Oh, what
Nice.
legends.
Good way to make,
every like
15 bucks.
Saturday. Yeah, probably. If they do every single bin in the entire neighborhood.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's a good scheme. I like it.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great initiative. But yeah, exactly. Look, what it comes down to is the brain is whack, and people are suggestible. When
Yeah.
you're in a state where you're highly suggestible, your brain
Like
could
when
easily
you're
just
waking
like
up from a dream.
Yeah,
Because
your brain could
it's been
just
firing.
That's the worst.
easily
stuff.
place a face in a pile of trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and isn't the human body like designed? Face is the only thing you recognize. Like
It's
what
like
you're
yeah,
supposed to
so
the
do.
most
like that.
recognizable thing is a human face.
Exactly. So you people see stuff where it isn't all the
Mm.
time,
Also-
and I don't think that the argument of like just because a bunch of people claim it means that there must be something going on, because a bunch of people claim that the Earth is flat.
Yeah. I think that's more so referring to like multiple observers of like a single event type
Yeah,
thing.
like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Like Bigfoot, like lots of people see
Like
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, which is just people in furry costumes.
Yes, Bigfoot.
Exactly right.
South Bank Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, exactly. it's it's an interesting phenomenon. But I think that when I say interesting, I think the more interesting part is just the implication of how susceptible and impressionable the human brain is. Not it's interesting that there might be something happening there.
Yeah, you know how there's like highway hypnosis or whatever, where like you
Yes.
can drive without
Yes.
thinking. I wonder if you know how you guys are talking about having all these experience when you're driving. I wonder if you're susceptible when you're
Yeah,
sort of under
exactly.
that influence.
Yeah, you're
Well, but
thinking about something
you're so
else, and
zoned out, and the littlest thing will catch you and snap you out of that. And then
exactly.
all of a sudden, you're like hyper focused on just that one thing, and
Yeah, I catch
Yeah.
shit in my peripheral vision all the time that makes me snap to it.
Yeah, like
and
slow
that and
drivers.
and that's what people like a lot of people in that paranormal kind of I don't know thing. They use the whole like a lot of the paranormal happens in your peripheral, and it's always right there, but you just outside of your vision, and sometimes I think that's how they like kind of touch on like always seeing shit in your peripherals is that's where the spirit realm is.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
it's like, but yeah, but basically aliens, crack. Are they real?
Yeah. I mean, like
Yes.
What do you think
it's
about US UFO sightings? Because I feel like they're more prolific than the ghost sightings.
largely unfounded would be
Weather
my.
balloons.
Yeah, yeah.
Weather
Just like
balloon.
or people on way too much PCP. Like
Sure, but like not every UFO encounter is, you know, has that little credence to it.
um no, I agree. But I don't think that makes it real.
Yeah, I've seen some like pretty weird looking planes, and I'm like, "There's no way that's a plane," and then it's gone away, and I've never known.
It's like
So
people talk about like lights that they see doing like 90-degree bends really quickly, like around the sky and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, hey, China's coming up with some crazy like hypersonic aircraft and shit. You know.
yeah.
yeah, that's really cool. I think
Um,
hypersonic engines are just amazing.
just like, but you know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah,
people
UFOs.
see
Sorry,
all
not
this crazy shit, like, and
They're
go,
like
it must be a
UAPs now.
UFO. It's more likely just the CIA testing out their latest fucking
Yeah,
aircraft.
literally.
I think that's the thing. Like, it's more probable that there's some just ridiculous technology that we don't know about than actual
Exactly.
aliens, which is
Exactly.
a lot of people I think just refuse to accept because aliens is obviously the easy and the more interesting answer. Like any day of the
Yeah.
week,
But
aliens is
what
awesome.
what doesn't get me with UFOs, right, is if if aliens are so smart to get a fucking aircraft from their planet 2 hours to just come and look, you'd think they'd say hi, right? You'd think they'd land, touch down, be like, "Hey, Mr. Biden, what's up, my G?"
Well, I mean, there's a million like theories about that, how they're either observing us or they're fucking interdimensional
they're
or
like
how
type
whatever.
6
Like,
civilizations,
Well,
and
no,
yeah,
but
yeah,
then the other side of that coin is that we are the most evolved in the universe.
But how if they're coming to us and we're not?
No, no, no. So,
Oh,
yeah. I know what you're saying with like
yeah,
UFOs watching us, but excluding the belief that UFOs are watching
yeah,
us.
okay.
So they're like one side of the coin is that aliens are hyper advanced civilizations, and yeah, they're observing us and they don't want to interfere. The other side of that coin that a lot of people believe is that we are so far the most evolved life forms in the known universe, which is why no one else has contacted us.
That would be pretty cool.
It's
would
I
be
don't
scary.
pretty.
actually. I don't think so. I think that's terrifying.
True.
I think
I
yeah,
think
no, I agree. I think that's probably the worst
that would make me feel
option.
so profoundly alone and insignificant.
Yeah,
That's what it's like with
I
the
agree.
idea that there's no other aliens. Same sort of
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah. Well, see, I think that the idea that the people who genuinely believe that there's no aliens just don't like
Yeah.
understand how big the fucking
There's
universe is.
yeah, there's also like bacteria and stuff that literally lives in like the vacuum of like not lives there, but like it grew up on Earth and it can survive there, and then
Yeah, exactly.
with no food, no fucking anything, and then there's full like exoplanets and whatever it's like
Yeah.
Goldie Pops or whatever. What's it called? Goldilocks zone
The
planets.
Goldilocks zone.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like surely there's gonna be something there.
Oh yeah, there's definitely like fungus or some shit, which people don't
Yeah.
count as alien life, but that's alien life.
No.
But yeah,
okay.
100%.
Alien doesn't mean little green Martian man with big eyes, oogly boogly. It
No,
means
aliens have to be
Yeah,
little
if they don't
Martian men
speak
with
English
green
off the bat, it doesn't count.
Yeah, yeah. Like you look at our solar system alone, and like there's so much fucking carbon on other planets,
Mm.
which carbon is like the building block for all life. And
Well,
there was
unless it's not, unless you get silicon-based life forms and shit.
Not carbon-based
Uh,
life.
Wait,
True,
silicon based?
true,
Like
yeah, carbon
silicon that you
for-
can buy from Bunnings?
Like the flashlights, James.
Shot.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's
Bunnings
like the
silicon.
flashlight.
Bunnings aliens.
Bunnings aliens.
But yeah, it's crazy, crazy shit.
It really do be. Like-
Universe is massive. There's a lot of
All
stuff.
right. What's another topic, and I'll make a segue for it.
Oh.
I don't think that's how segues work, dude.
No, we can just cut this part out. Give me a topic, and I'll segue, and we'll
I'm
just
not
cut this
cutting
out.
anything out. All right, should we go straight to the
No,
would
no,
you
just
rather's?
give me-
JK, I'll get
All right, so Greg, would you rather encounter a ghost or an alien?
it. Well, it
An
depends.
alien.
Is the alien
All
more
right,
advanced than
moving
us,
on.
or are we more
James,
advanced than
continue with
the
the
alien? No. So another thing I was gonna say, right? So
No.
All right, fine. Ghosts.
Fuck the question. James, ask more questions.
Oh, you want more? Do you really want to go straight into the would you rather's? Alrighty. Would you rather sit in a cage or
Dude,
not?
this-
No,
this-
leave them
oh
for the
my
end.
God.
Leave them for the end.
All right.
This isn't gonna. This lag isn't going to show up in the podcast because James is recording his audio. But for for us three listening to this, we
It's going to
can't
make this
understand a
5
word
minutes
he's saying.
Yeah, no, that's
completely
fair.
debilitating.
My Wi-Fi drops sometimes. It's back up now.
I hope you are recording.
I am recording. I have a yellow box around Discord.
Okay.
I think I know. Yeah.
All right, I
so-
think your
Well,
internet's
you're-
become good
you're-
now.
yeah.
You can speak.
All right. So what I was gonna
Speaking
say.
of things that drop for Ducky, though.
My balls.
No. The numbers of crypto that you own.
Oh no!
Yes.
That was
I
the greatest.
I don't 100% know what's going on, so please explain.
All right. Basically, at the start of, I want to say this year, like February, March, maybe, I decided, hey, let's put some money into the great growing environment of crypto, and I put about 150 bucks in, and it got up to, it went up and down. It went up to 800, went down to 300, and then it was up to 650-ish, and then I log on one day, and bibbity bobbity boo, it was all gone, and I was thinking, how could this happen to a poor little boy like me? And then I looked through the logs, like the buy sell like history and whatever, and someone managed to get access to my CoinSpot account, my email account, change all my coins to Ethereum, and then use my email account to authenticate them trading that Ethereum for AUD. And I know you're based in Western Australia, so if you're hearing this, I'm coming for you. You have my $650. I will come for you.
Wow.
But yeah, pretty much then I messaged them and they're like, yeah, there's not much we can do. You should have had more features activated. And I was like, man, these features weren't even around when I started my account. I just wanted to make some money over a
Wow.
period of
Does it?
time.
But like, does it tell you where it goes?
No, that's
Surely it'll give you.
That's the thing. Apparently, I was talking to this chick from CoinSpot, and she was like, "Yeah, you authenticated it from your email." And I was like, "Chicky baby, I have 2 emails in the past 3 months, and they're both from new device login, which were both me, because I don't save my
Yeah.
I don't even save my password on my own device.
Mm.
Like but I didn't get a new account login. I didn't even get the verification to say, you sure you want to put all this money into a strange bank account that you've never used before, and yeah, I can make a claim to some fucking company somewhere, but I was like, it's $150 of mine. I don't really give a fuck. What's he gonna do with $600? Buy 2 bags, have a good weekend, Good
Yeah,
on
but-
I mean, well, Bitcoin's supposedly about to explode, so maybe he's just gonna put it all into Bitcoin.
Did you guys
No,
see the
Ethereum-
Bitcoin
Ethereum
drop
is
like
where
last
it's at.
night?
Pardon?
There was a Bitcoin drop, I think, last night, and it was so quick that it doesn't show up on any charts or anything. It literally dropped to like 8 grand for like an
Damn.
hour, and then
What?
is back up to like 80K.
Damn.
And you'll only find that information from like news articles because charts and shit it didn't register. It didn't clock it at all.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
The guy I work with put in $100 like last night when it happened, and he made like 2 grand off it just last
Wow.
night
Far
because he
out.
fucking called it good.
Good for him.
Guy.
And I'm pissed off he didn't text me and tell me that this was happening because fuck that guy.
Talking about Bitcoin dropping, Shiba Inu,
Speaking of
my
internet,
favorite coin in the world, Shiba
Speaking
Inu
of
coin.
dropping, oh my god.
Um,
James.
Yeah. So, far out.
Oh.
I've lost my talking fucking point, haven't I? Shiba Inu. Someone tweeted at Elon
It's a good
Musk
coin.
and said, Elon, you have any Shiba Inu? And he said no, and Shiba Inu went to shit. It took.
I love how James's reaction to what we're saying is like 45 seconds. Is like,
Bro, chill, okay? It's fine for me. It's fine for me. All right. See?
Fuck you. You're 25% of this call.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
the
I'm also
podcast
the
is
host,
gonna
mate.
be
I'm like
so fucking
75%
long right
of
now.
this. No, it's not. Trust me. Everything looks and tied in neatly because I'm
See-
telling a story. Um,
No, okay, so speaking of Shiba Coin, right?
yeah.
When I saw like the graph of your crypto account, like of your wallet, and it went to zero like that, I thought that this was an old graph, and it was because I know that you'd bought like Shiba or Doge or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was assuming that was just your graph of Shiba going to fuck all, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know it was about it being stolen.
No, because no. So the only way I found out it was stolen was because I logged on because I saw shit about Shiba Inu slowly growing in value, and I was like, yes, I have so much. I have 240,000 Shiba Inu coins. And
Fuck, did you actually?
yeah, it was back when I bought it. It was $10 worth, and that's how much I got.
I have 25,000 Shiba Inu.
Yeah,
coin.
and it started going
God
up,
damn.
and it started going up, and then this guy tweeted at Elon Musk and was like, "Hey Elon, you got this shit?" And he went, "No," and then it just dropped back down, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Uh,
big rip."
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Elon
I've
Musk
made
fucking
50 cents in Shiba.
nice. It's fucking huge. Probably more than anybody else has.
Well, no, because if I bought it at like when it was $1, but it dropped to 25, so I could have like quadrupled my money.
Oh yeah.
True.
I mean, yeah. Asking Elon Musk whether he owns a crypto that you're invested in is a terrible idea because that guy manipulates the crypto market for shits
Yeah.
and giggles.
yeah.
So, you know,
Like, imagine if he said yes.
Okay.
Oh,
if he said yes, you'd be an octillionaire right now.
well, no, I wouldn't because I got it all stolen. But Sam would.
Yeah, well, the guy who stole your Shiba would be an octillionaire.
But he wouldn't because
See,
you turned it
the
to Ethereum
problem-
straight away. He's an idiot.
True.
the
True.
problem with fucking coins like Shiba, and it's the same with Doge.
Why
People,
are you shitting on Ethereum?
I'm not.
Ethereum's great.
I'm not shitting on Ethereum. I'm
Ethereum
saying
2.0 came out the other
No,
day.
he's saying he wouldn't have gotten the benefits from Shiba because he
Ah,
converted
right,
it to Ethereum.
yes.
Sorry, I have too much invested in Ethereum for it to be smack talks like that.
But yeah, Ethan, what were you saying about shitcoins?
fucking shit coins. People don't realize. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I know anything about crypto. But as far as I'm aware, fucking these shit coins that people have faith in and are like, oh, Dogecoin will one day hit $1. The problem with that is there are so many Dogecoins in circulation. If Dogecoin even hit 50 cents, it would fucking exceed the Earth's dollar value. Like it doesn't work. It won't happen. It can't happen. People are like, no, Dogecoin, Doge to the moon, Doge to $1. It can't happen. There's
Do
too
those
many.
people still exist?
Yeah.
I don't know. I fucking hope not.
Doge still.
Do they?
Doge
Because
still
I
sits
thought,
at
like,
30
that-
cents.
Okay, but that was a thing for a while, right? Like there were hardcore Doge fans, and there have been for a long time. And then back in February or March or whenever it was, the crypto boom, when everyone started shilling all of their shitcoins, and everybody jumped on the bandwagon and people bought crypto. but then everyone realized that they got scammed because all of these people were just, shilling.
Yeah.
And I thought that no one was like, still caught up in that wave. Like, I mean, it was even happening a couple months ago with Save the Kids coin.
That was a coin.
But I thought that hype was over.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to say most of it's over, but there's still like
I mean, the hype for shit coins is over. I thought, obviously, like actual cryptos, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, shit like that.
But it's just like
It
hype
is
with
still
anything.
good.
There's always gonna be a group of people that are like, yeah, hype. Like
Yeah,
there's always
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
true.
that percentile that just have no faith in anything else but this.
And also then the percent of people who will exploit it
Yeah.
till it's fucking dead
Well,
to
pretty
make
much.
as much money as they can.
The easiest way to make money is to find a group of people that are attached to something and then
Logan
exploit
Paul.
that group. No.
Also, sorry for not just talking just then. I was just adding two-factor authentication.
Good man.
That's gonna play well.
Anyway,
What just happened?
anyway, we're at the 50-minute mark. So does that mean would you rather start?
Wait, it's been 50 minutes?
Wow, that went by like nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Have we talked about anything ever?
No.
Not really.
No.
We got
I didn't
stuck on
expect
Ghost
to.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a 15-minute conversation. What? How
No.
the fuck are we almost at an hour?
I mean, we talked about stuff before that. So
Stumps me, mate.
That's how.
I don't even know if I'm gonna get a title out of this one. Ghost, crypto, and would you rather? Yeah. Should we get?
Faces in garbage can.
No, there was aliens as well.
Oh, of course.
Aliens. What do we talk about before that? What do we
It's
talk
like,
about
come
at
up
the
with the title
start?
after.
We
Yeah, guys, come on.
We started with dog peeling and Bluetooth dogs.
No, I didn't think we
No,
were
we
recording
did
that.
We did not
When did you
record
start
that.
recording? Because please cut that out.
No, I did start recording, and no, I'm
Guys,
not cutting
dogs
it out.
actually aren't
He
Bluetooth.
does have to go back and do some editing because
We're not talking about the peeled dogs.
Wait, no, we found out dogs were Bluetooth.
you were talking about it now.
Yeah, you can edit this out too.
I'm not editing it any. Alright, and then would you rather sit in a cage of non-venomous snakes, spiders, or cockroaches?
Snakes.
Snakes, 100%.
Snakes are big
Yeah.
enough to like have brains and feel empathy and shit.
Yeah, snakes are cool. Also,
Yeah.
if you don't piss snakes off, I mean, the same is true for all of them. But if you don't piss snakes off, they generally don't do shit.
I think,
They're
I think
like
they're the
timid
least
creatures.
fucking disgusting creatures.
True, cockroaches
really
and
cool.
spiders
Yeah.
can really get into like any nook and cranny on you, can't they?
Oh.
And I feel like
stop.
spiders will just bite you for the hell of it, and like they're not venomous, but probably still hurt a little bit.
I mean, I think a snake bite would hurt more than a spider.
Yeah, they got
But snakes
fangs.
don't just eat you. But snakes
You
don't
say a
just bite
room
you.
filled with, like, what
Cage?
volume are we talking? Cage, yeah.
Yeah.
What volume are we talking here?
Just like you know those like glass boxes they use on Survivor, like you know them.
I meant the volume of creature.
Snakes,
Like, are they
yeah.
covering the floor?
Literally suffocating, and then there's no air.
You're breathing
It's
in.
It's just snake.
No, basically.
Yeah,
you're
like, are we talking
standing-
like they cover every square inch of the floor?
Well, no, because then you'd be stepping on them, and then you'd be aggravating them, and then they'd be biting you.
All right, so James is lagging profusely. I'll answer
I'm
it. So
gonna make up my own
basically,
rules.
it's just like a reasonable amount.
A reasonable amount.
Talking.
Hang on, wait for him
Gonna
to
hear us
acknowledge it.
finishing this conversation in 10 seconds time.
Wait
It's
for him to
fine,
acknowledge
it's
he's lagging, and then-
fine.
Can't
Oh.
wait to listen back
I already
to this.
acknowledged it.
There
but-
it is. There it
No,
is.
So what you guys don't understand is, with the lag, right? It may sound like I'm lagging to
Talking
you
about
guys,
what we said 10 seconds
but-
ago.
you're not lagging for me. So what they hear, that the podcast will sound fine, pretty much.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will. Not that it'll sound different for you
I mean, it'll
guys.
sound fine except for the fact that half the time we are acting like we can't hear you.
It'll sound like our audio, like our individual audio is 10 seconds behind yours.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, mate. It's not like you're asking me questions
You are the
and I'm
one who
answering
will
yes or
come
no.
off better in this situation.
Yeah, it's good, eh? So back to it. Would
Fuck
you
you.
rather
Okay,
make-
yeah, to answer it, snakes. Yeah,
Yeah,
snakes.
snakes. All right, fair. Would you rather make $300,000 working 60 hours a week, or $200,000 working 40 hours a week?
$200,000.
40
Math.
hours, dude.
What
Dude,
kind of
20
question?
hours. That extra 20 hours would that. I feel like that wouldn't be worth
The extra
the
Yeah,
$400,000.
Yeah, like 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. No, thank you.
And for
Yeah,
200 grand, that's do you need any more than that?
Yeah, exactly. Like 200 grand is enough to live a comfortable life. And
More than comfortable.
if you
Fuck me.
only
That's
have to work
Comfortable
40
life,
for
bro. That's
200 grand.
Jeffrey Bezos money.
that's not
Like
Jeffrey. That's
I
his
could
money per
I could
minute.
work a 9 to 5 if it made me 200 grand a week. Sorry, 400 grand a year.
Yeah.
200 grand a year rather. Sorry.
200. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, easily. That extra 100 grand is not worth the extra 20 hours of my life every single week.
Yeah, right. That's fair. That's fair.
What is that? The extra like 10,000 hours a year?
God damn.
No, sorry, it's only like 1,000.
Yeah, no. I was
It's-
Yeah,
about to
I
say
was gonna say,
10,000.
there's
That's a
no
lot
way
of
that-
fucking
I
hours.
know, but like that shit adds up. 1,000 hours in a year, fucking 10,000 hours in 10 years. You work for like 60 years of your life. Do you really want to lose 60,000 hours of your life just for an extra fucking mil? No.
Fair.
But your math is a bit.
No, Tom's smart. He's not bad at math. All right, moving
I'm
on.
smart. No one
No,
questions
Um,
me.
I didn't like think about it too hard, but
No.
I'm simplifying it to prove that it's just not worth it.
All right, here's one for our American viewers. Would you rather the first day of the week be Monday or Sunday?
Why is that for our American
What?
viewers?
American people think the start of the week is Sunday.
I thought it was going to be something about how they don't have healthcare.
Would you rather have free healthcare or good president?
Does anyone else find it almost like upsetting how great they actually think their country is?
Yeah, so
No.
think about it.
Most of the never mind.
They may
It's
not have free
laughable.
healthcare, but I can walk into a corner store and buy a handgun. That's pretty cool.
It's also a
Walk into store
stereotype, I
and
feel
buy
like.
a fucking like AK-47. Fucking... Yeah, Ethan, I get what you mean. It upsets me the arrogance with which they love their country.
Like it makes me sad because they genuinely believe that they live in a good country, and it's unbelievable. It doesn't
It's
make
not even
sense.
just that. They genuinely believe that every other country is dog shit in comparison.
Bro, how does that country exist? How is that real? Like that can't be
Because
real.
It's literal indoctrination and brainwashing. In American schools, every single morning, they sing the national anthem and fucking pledge allegiance to the flag.
Really?
Every single morning.
That country,
That
I
is
don't know
mad.
how that
It's a
country is
cult.
even deemed a first world country. It's
a
incredible.
cult. It's barely a first world country, dude.
It's not. It's not even halfway to a first world country.
It's-
That
it's
entire country's a
fucking-
joke.
It's a bunch of children in a trench coat pretending to be a first world country, and everyone lets them because they have nuclear weapons.
This is true.
It's upsetting. Cause like, imagine fucking like breaking a limb in America, and instead of just getting it fixed, you go into debt and then die of an infection.
Crippling debt for the rest of your life.
What
because you
kind of
stubbed your pinky toe.
government is that? That's not real. That's like
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
And
on
then
50%
and then 50% of them go, "Fuck yeah, brother, wouldn't have it any other way."
hell yeah, brother. They going.
but
we don't call 911 around here.
but it's just
It's like, bruh.
but in America, right? If you're a smart person, like some people are, you get health insurance, and that brings down like if you break a limb and you don't have health insurance, you're pretty much fucked. But if you have health
Yeah, but,
insurance, you
yeah, but
save. It's so cheap.
even health insurance, you're forgetting that to rent one bedroom with a toilet in the same fucking room as your couch costs you a fucking month's salary a week to live in.
LA, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're living in fucking
in
LA.
the
What do you
South,
expect?
no, which is part of why I like cost of living. Okay, but Ducky, what we're describing there is actually very interesting because you're scratching the surface, but there's a thing that you're missing there. It's like you're right. You can it's like, hey, just get private health insurance, fucko. What's wrong with you? Private health insurance is extremely fucking expensive.
True.
It's not just a luxury.
True.
Sorry, it is a luxury. It's not a commodity.
True.
And the existence of private health insurance in that country is the reason that they don't have free healthcare.
Yeah, I know. I've watched the
Because
same
all
video.
of these. No. This isn't even a video that I've watched. This is just like stuff I pick up from like reading and watching shit.
Reading.
Yeah, it's just capitalism. It boils down to just capitalism. It's like, why do we give people things for free when we can gouge them and make millions of dollars
Pretty lit, hey.
every single year? It's fucking abysmal.
One of the craziest things, one of the craziest things I've ever fucking even like thought of, like just the most bizarre shit is how they have to pay for ambulance rides.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because ambulances in America aren't a national service. They're a private organization.
Yeah, that like, do Americans think that that's normal and good and fine and okay? Like,
50% of them do, yes.
do they just like? Do they come to Australia and are they still reluctant to call an ambulance because they think they're going to be in
they're
debt for the
terrified.
rest of their life?
I've heard stories of that happening. People on holidays in Europe and Australia and stuff like that, having to go to emergency rooms and being absolutely astounded at how easy and cheap the process is, without healthcare or without them having private insurance.
And it's like just the fact, like people with like diabetes and shit who who need to get what's the
Insulin.
the fuck
Insulin.
insulin.
It costs like
Insulin.
$1,000 per dosage,
Yeah,
whatever.
and they have to buy that out of pocket. There's no nothing. There's no two ways about it. They literally just have to pay $1,000 a week, or they die, and no one cares. No one gives a fuck.
Because
They
were
pay
born
$1,000
with
a
the
week, or they
condition.
die.
Yeah.
They pay $1,000 a week, or that's fucking it. How
Exactly.
does that country operate? How does that happen?
It filters out
Part
the
of
week.
it as well. Pardon?
It filters out the week.
Was out the week.
Goodness.
No,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
just the most insane thing I've ever. That country is like the most ridiculous shit I've ever
Oh, yeah.
fucking heard of.
That's like private hospitals, private pharmaceutical companies, and then private insurance companies all working together to exploit the public and extract as much money from them as possible, and they're too stupid to see it happening. Because like hospitals charge exorbitant amounts of money, and literally all that private health insurance does in America is negotiate with the hospital to get the fees reduced.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the States, it is a thing. Like hospitals will charge you, this isn't an exaggeration, but like chemotherapy treatment or like radiation therapy or something like that, will charge you like $80,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And you can call the hospital and go, hey, I want an itemized bill of my expenses, like what each thing cost, and it'll go down to like $6,000 because the hospital just charges you.
Yeah, well, that's
For nothing.
It's because
Because they can.
It's because of the private healthcare, right? The healthcare, what is it? It's because the healthcare brings down the price so much. It's because it deletes all those fees. So the hospital can't charge a patient on private healthcare the same as a normal person without healthcare, because if they charge, say, a normal person $6,000, they have to charge the healthcare $6,000, and the healthcare goes, no, we've got we're a fucking company, we're gonna bury that down to like $1,000. So the hospital goes, no, we ain't having that. We want
that's
$6,000.
exactly what I'm
So
saying.
We're gonna put fucking $70,000. It's
Yeah,
scary.
that's what I'm
It's
saying. Like the
terrifying.
hospitals
Yeah.
charge all that extra money because private health wants them to,
It's
so that
terrifying.
private health can get their own price, so that people pay for private health.
Bro, it's a scam. Just come
Yeah,
to Australia.
it's ridiculous. It's insane.
I mean,
Yeah, go to any fucking country with socialized medicine.
go to Canada.
There's a lot of them.
Come on, guys.
I wanna-
Canada.
Go to
wanna-
fucking Canada.
I want to speak to an American who, like a
No, you
red-blooded American. No,
No,
genuinely.
you don't.
I got
want
my
to speak
hands.
to a red-blooded American
I'll
who,
get him in right now.
who actually, honest to God, genuinely thinks that their country is even kind of okay. Because How? There's no debate there.
Any
Like,
Americans
can't.
listening that want to come on next episode and talk to this guy?
Brain rot.
There is
Brain
no.
rot is how.
There is literally no way they have an argument as to why their country is even kind of sort of okay. Like they can't. There isn't one. They can't. There is. There's no way. There's no way. There's literally no way. That country should be fucking nuked. And I get so worked up thinking about America because so many people think that it's actually good, and I want to kill myself because of it. It's retarded.
I actually agree with you. It does make me very angry as well when I see videos of them talking about how fucking fantastic their country is and how every single person wants to live there.
And it's the land of the
opportunity,
and
why they have all these fucking immigrants. And it's like, no, it's because your shitty third world country is better than their shitty third world country because you're bombing it. That's why they're going to your country.
It fucking like it actually. I can't even put into words how frustrated it makes me that people like that exist that actually think that they live in a good place. Doesn't make
capitalism.
It doesn't make sense. I think we should just
capitalism.
Let's just create a continent, and it's just going to be socialism, socialist continent.
Just make I mean, the USSR tried.
Well, we'll try and we'll do better. People won't starve.
We won't just steal all the food for ourselves.
Yeah. Maybe we won't just fucking kill everybody.
Yeah.
No, we will try and avoid that.
Yeah.
We'll try our best. We'll see how we go.
Alrighty, next up. Would you rather have your text not seen, even if she's online, or leave you on red?
Left on red?
Well, at least you know she's gotten the message, so.
True.
Because if they're online but they don't see it, you don't know if they've actually read it or not at all, and that's
it's scary. Isn't it?
You want to know if they've at least seen it.
I don't know. I think that the not seen but they're online gives you some hope that they'll go and open and read it later.
Yeah, but I think you'll always have in the back of your mind
that
like they're ghosting you and they don't want you to know, which is worse than them ghosting you but don't care if you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah, because when you get left on red, you just kind of go, "Oh, that's over."
Yeah,
you're right.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay. I agree. Left on red is better.
Yeah.
That was painless. Next question.
All right.
Yeah,
this one is god awful, but I'm gonna say it. All right. Your skin turns permanent blue like a Smurf, or you grow physical features based on your zodiac sign. So if you tell me your zodiac sign, I'll tell you what features you'd get.
Oh,
Libra.
Ethan, Libra. There you go.
Libra.
Ethan as a Libra, you carry a scale with you everywhere. You already do that, you fucking drugger. JK, he doesn't do drugs.
That was
What
good.
kind of scale are we talking about? An electronic scale, or like one of an old-timey fucking scale?
Let's dial it back 1 second. You said, read the question again.
Yeah, you did say like
growing
physical
attributes.
Yeah, so this is
What is that? I mean, I grow a set of scales out of my fucking cock and balls. What does that mean?
Carry a scale with you everywhere. That's just strange. All right, fuck you. You get to go blue.
I want to hear what the other ones are.
Tom,
yeah,
what?
Pisces.
Pisces. You
have a fish.
I'm a fish now.
What? That was so fucking close. You have gills on your cheeks.
Ooh, do the gills function?
Do they work?
That's lit.
Yes. I'd say
I want gills.
That'd be lit.
Apart from the fact that, like, you know, I'd be snatched up and experimented on.
So
let me get like Shape of Water Part 2.
Let me get this straight. Drac has been given the option of being blue like a Smurf or breathing underwater.
Yeah.
And I get blue like a Smurf, or I have some fucking scales.
You can weigh some crack.
You can weigh some. Alright, Sam, what are you? You're
I'm a Gemini.
Oh god.
You have horns.
You have two heads like a conjoined twin.
Oh, I think I'd go blue.
And that's terrible. How?
The Avatar people are really hot. The Na'vi. I'd go for that flag.
True.
And then me, for a Capricorn, you grow long horns that are at least 1 meter.
Like, whoa, that's very
Holy shit!
That's neck
Dude,
pain, bro. That'd fuck
Become a
your neck up.
professional boxer.
Why are some of them good and some of them terrible?
I mean,
don't
the
understand.
horns could be like swirled up, like a meter swirled, and they don't have to be thick, right? It's just
They can be made of like super light
yeah.
carbon, tungsten,
Carbon
carbon.
fiber horns.
All right, let's
I
go.
mean, if it's, I'm assuming it's organic matter and therefore going to be
probably.
heavy as fuck.
Carbon's organic.
Hey, it never said that.
Also-
Never said it was going to be on my head, mate. It could be on my fucking legs.
Also, Ethan, some of them suck because the fucking sign for Libra is literally just a set
Yeah,
of
no,
scales.
I'm
So
familiar,
what else are they
but-
going to do with that?
I don't know. Literally,
It
even
could
be a
glue
little
into
bit.
what
Hey,
we actually,
kind
like,
of
search
creative
for.
a
Could be
little bit.
worse, Ethan. Okay, look, cancer has got two options. Either they're going to sprout crab legs and claws, or they have a fucking,
terminal.
you know,
Yeah.
a brain tumor.
It's worse. Cancer is you have 4 legs and walk sideways.
It's a crab. Return
Crabs
to crab.
have more than 4 legs.
I know it's
What?
stupid.
Yeah, but
Alright,
go
alright,
through
alright,
on.
alright.
Oh, wait.
Tom, I'm just gonna read through all of them real quick. So we've read up Capricorn.
Oh,
Sagittarius is you turn into a centaur.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Shut up. Scorpio is you grow a giant scorpion's tail that is not poisonous. Weak.
Aw.
Whoever wrote
Virgo.
this is a furry.
I
I'd
know.
just like to add.
Virgo is you have no genitals. Pretty lit.
That's pretty hog.
That even mean?
That's sick.
Kendall.
Leo is you walk on 4 legs and your bite is deadly. So an actual like horse girl.
What?
Just straight up horse
What?
girl.
Written by a Urator?
A Taurus
what the
is you
fuck?
grow bull horns and tail. Lit.
Turn into a bull.
Aries, you grow massive
Yep.
ram horns,
Yep,
turn into
sorry.
a ram. And then
What?
Aquarius is
Crazy.
you are allergic to water.
Okay, I'm so fucking. I'm so confused.
It's amazing.
Alan wins.
Oh,
That
I
is
knew that one
Allergic
Who
to
is that?
water.
Literally the worst. Would you rather I've ever fucking
you
heard.
slash dying flames. If you ever listen to this, I love you. You make some good would you rather's.
Allergic to water dies immediately. Straight away.
Tremendous.
This is so
Fucking
arse,
hell.
dude.
Oh,
See,
oh.
it's even worse because this Would You Rather has so much more effort put into it than every other Would You Rather, yet it's somehow still the fucking worst.
Sucks.
I have another good one that has 5 options. Alrighty.
Please.
Would you rather? This will be the final one probably because we're at an hour and 10 minutes.
So you say 5 options?
Yes.
Fine.
Would you rather? Which of these passive power enhancements would you rather? Number 1 is 1 hour gives 1 year of natural life, immortal but can be killed like a generic
fuck's
human.
sake.
2, 1 sun ray is about 93 lumens. By being in light, you absorb light and can reignite it as fire in any shape you wish, with
Well, you're
range
just gonna let him
and
keep going,
heat
or-
gradually
Yeah, just
increasing.
hold on for a
yeah,
bit.
just let him go.
3, eat protein powder. Okay, eat protein your body because slightly stronger along with the muscle mass. That makes no sense. 4, air filled with enough particles you can control. Smoke in
There's
people's
literally
lungs
no way.
that you blow out or comes from fire, etc. 5 is teaspoon of 200 proof alcohol or equivalent can be saved in your system.
All right, James,
as
shut up,
minutes
shut
of
up,
time
James,
you
shut up
can
for a
see
second,
into the
James.
future.
James.
200 proof teaspoon.
James, just shut up
for
for 1
minute.
second.
Yeah, what up?
James, just shut up. So, listeners, not a single one of us heard any of that
No,
at all.
no, they did.
Zero.
Not one-
They
not
did.
one
You guys
single
will
word.
see no issues.
Yeah,
You guys
exactly.
will see no issues. We heard, so yeah, a teaspoon illumines and you get the power of this, and
Alright.
then you go and you fuck,
Alright, choose an option. 1, 2, 3, or
and the
5.
sun will
1, 2, 3, or
give you a
5.
teaspoon.
1, 2, 3, or 5.
What about 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fucking 7. Let's just talk about something else.
No, we're talking about this. 1, 2,
Oh, here we
3,
go.
Okay, you
4, or
fucking
5.
posted. That gives me okay. 1 hour gives 1 year of natural life. Immortal but can be killed like a generic human. What does that even mean?
I don't understand this at all.
Which one
1
would you
Why
hour
does
choose?
the
gives
1
1
hour
year of
gives 1
natural
year of
life?
natural life?
Assume 1 hour.
No, so every hour that you're alive, you get a year put onto your life. So you're technically immortal, but if someone comes up to you in the street and stabs you through the heart, you die.
Why didn't they just say immortal?
That's the
No,
most
because-
retarded. Is the most
silly.
stupid.
Also, that'd be awful because, like, sure, the body might not decay, but the brain will eventually.
Holy shit!
Get rid
No,
of
no.
that
All right, guys. No, we're deleting this because I just thought of a better one. All right.
Well, delete
So-
that entire thing.
So,
Yeah.
yep, delete. No, yep. All right. You push a button, and you get to live forever, but there is a
There's a
snail
snail?
that is immortal and will be coming for you,
okay.
and if it
So-
touches you, you will die immediately.
Guys, so
this is
we'll
not
catch you
how
next
this
week.
question is supposed to be framed.
Yeah, he's
Terrible.
Would you push the button?
First off, shout out to Gavin Free. This is his this thought experiment is his brainchild.
Years ago, man.
You forget the $1 million part. $1 million is a part of this.
Yeah, but that's nothing when you're immortal.
I mean, true. Yeah, you get to be immortal, but you know, yeah, snail. Yeah.
You just gotta keep the snail by your desk in a tungsten cube and break it open when you want to kill yourself.
Yep.
You could just keep
The
it in the
implication is
jar.
the snail is will somehow find a way out.
Yeah, but no, okay, so someone did the math. I remember reading this a while ago. Someone did the math on this. And like figuring out basing it off a snail's average speed, which is some shit like let's have a look.
Like I think 0.029 miles per hour.
I'm gonna
I
call
seem
it
to recall.
slow.
Snail. 0.048 kilometers per hour.
Is that
Right.
29 miles per hour? Did I get that spot on? Probably.
Probably, yeah. 0.048.
You're really doing the conversion?
No, it's 0.03.
Oh, I 29. That's so close.
So close. It probably is 29. But
I
anyway.
almost knew the speed of
um,
the snail.
So let's assume that the snail never has to sleep, never has to rest, nothing. It is moving at 0.048 kilometers per hour, 24 hours a day, right? So that means it goes 1.15 kilometers in a single day, okay? And let's assume that when you take this deal, it is the closest snail to you that is now immortal and is hunting you down.
Okay.
If you base like the average human's lifestyle in terms of moving around throughout the day, the snail can never ever catch you. Because
But hyper
when
intelligent
you-
and it predicts where you're going to be based on your daily routine.
no,
and
that's not how the snail works. That's not
Yes,
that's
it
not the
is.
thought experiment. No, the snail simply follows you. So let's say I start, and the nearest snail to me is I live in the city, so the nearest snail to me is probably like, let's say 1K away, okay? And so it starts coming for me. But then I go to university, which is like several kilometers from my house, and let's say that I have to go past the snail to get there. So it has to turn around and start following me to uni. But it's only gonna make it like, you know, a third of the way there if I'm there for 8 hours. And then all of a sudden I turn around and I go back home. And then I go to my friend's house who lives the opposite direction. And the snail then has to try to get to that place, and then I go back to my home, and I stay in my home for fucking 12 hours. And the snail still doesn't make it a tenth of the distance to me. And this continues for the entirety of my
I
life.
reckon-
Alrighty, then I'm gonna
I
throw
reckon
in.
For me, there's a garden like 3 meters from me. I reckon I'd be in trouble. I'd have to sleep somewhere else tonight if I did that.
It'd take the snail a couple hours to get into your house.
What are you talking about? I can just come through the window. It's fucking. It'd bite the what's it called? Fit. What's
chair.
fly screen
Snails-
called? Yeah.
Yeah, snails it doesn't sound like it, but 0.048 kilometers per hour is 48 meters in an hour.
That's faster than what I thought a snail was, in all honesty.
Half a football field in an hour.
That's quicker than what I expected a snail to be. Dead ass.
I think it's about right on par.
All right, so let's say one day you're walking to your friend's house, Tom, and you go to cross a road and a crazy man in his truck hits you and puts you into a coma, and you're in a coma for 3 weeks. What happens when Snail
Where's the
gets to
nearest
you?
hospital?
People that I know know my predicament.
They just
And
pick it
they
up and move it
simply
for you.
ask that I get moved to a different bed every couple days, or like up to the next floor.
Can they interfere with the snail?
Yeah,
Ooh,
probably.
Because
yeah.
why don't you just get somebody to pick up the snail, put it on a flight to Dubai or something?
Or just throw it into the Pacific Ocean. Fucking, like fucking, you're immortal. So
Can a
that's pretty
snail
interesting.
swim quicker than it can snail?
No,
I
it's
think
slow.
I think it just like moves along the ocean floor.
Yeah, you know how like when you
Holy
breathe out fully with
shit.
your lungs?
Yeah.
you
That's
can
radical.
move
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about also an immortal, unkillable
Yeah.
snail, so I think it's safe to assume that it can just go along the bottom of the ocean. And yeah, I'm immortal, which is a very interesting thing about me. You know, I make this well known, befriend Elon Musk, and simply ask him to send the snail to Mars for me.
Or you could go to Mars.
Or I could go
Or-
to Mars, but why would I want to go to Mars?
Because Jeffrey Bezos did it.
Jerry Bader did it, baby.
He
Yeah.
went to Mars?
No, he went to
Yeah,
space.
he made it to like the stratosphere, but
What
Did
if-
he go to
what if-
space?
what
No,
if-
he didn't.
What if
no,
someone?
he didn't.
What if someone
Made
just
like
took the
80
snail,
Ks.
right? Took the snail
There
up
we
into
go.
space, and just flicked it. It would just keep traveling in a direction, right?
This is true. Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
yes, but imagine when it finally like deorbited, because there's a little bit there up there.
Yeah.
Imagine getting killed by a snail going fucking almost speed velocity, red hot, and it just smacks you in the chest because
What is
it's
the-
smart enough to know how to.
What's the terminal velocity of a snail?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's in space. It's gonna be orbiting at 27,000 kilometers an hour.
A snail? Yeah, snails don't weigh much, right? They're just like a little slug in an empty shell.
No. So if it re-entered Earth orbit and came at you like a meteorite,
But
it would hit you at 2.6 meters per second.
No, I don't believe that because it's already traveling so fast. It wouldn't have time to slow down.
No, I'm saying I'm on Earth, right?
Yeah.
And it re-enters Earth's atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, I see what you're saying. It already has like slingshot velocity.
Yeah. It's coming
Yeah,
from orbit.
yeah. So it can exceed its terminal velocity. Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not free fall, so
Right, but if you dropped it out of a plane, that'd be its velocity.
yes.
Well,
Which you could move out of the way of as it fell. That's how fucking slow it is.
True.
airdrop
true.
snail.
Airdrop snail. Talking about falling out of the sky.
Yeah, what are you doing Friday?
Hopefully falling out of the sky. Let's end it there, and when we
Really?
come back,
Yeah,
we can talk
fucking-
straight about it.
I can't wait to hear all about that.
Can't wait to fall out of the sky.
Except James won't be here next week because he's throwing himself off the top of the building.
No.
Is that right?
Yep, that's falling out of the sky. Thank you for coming and listening to this episode. Come back next week and listen to the same people talk about the same boring shit.
Right.
Minus Ducky.
Minus
Sounds good.
Ducky because I'll be splattered on concrete somewhere.
Oh.
Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning. Suicide. Trigger warning.
No, not suicide. I'm gonna be pushed. It's gonna be murder.
Murder. Trigger warning. Murder.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum bum bum.